welcome to the final video of my home renovations. You know, this is the very last part, and that was in the summertime. I had a lot of things of work left from the house, and I really wanted to finish before September, before the start of the academic year, and just start full with my academy and go back to my normal musician life. I like the DIY, but I'm pretty done with that. In this video, you will see the before and after of the house and a long list of all the things that I did. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to drop a coffee mug in the comments to support my mental well-being. Let's go.
I have more panels than actual clothes and things for a living. Look. Panels. Studio stuff, more panels. Studio stuff, more panels and acoustics. My life is just acoustic gear. What the hell? Look at that big moment for me. Not very big, but kind of. Because it's official. Computer on a wrap desk. Ready to start moving and putting everything. What the hell, boy? I know that you enjoy doing this, but I don't enjoy picking all your pieces up, you know? So I'm finishing to install the last things here in the cupboard. The last accessories that I had. And I can start setting up the studio. Hopefully next days I can already work from here. Time to bring all the delicate stuff that I didn't want the movers to take with me. Look at this. I put most of the peripherals in the desk already. The computer is still here, homeless. It will need to be plugged. Hopefully tomorrow I can come and make all the server connection and just set things up. I have one full day. I hope that should be enough. And maybe from tomorrow I can sleep in the house already, finally. I don't know. I'll tell you how it goes. But that's a plan. And I'm not sure if after I finish to teach, I can come back to continue setting things up. But that's how it looks for now. It's such a nice space because it's so full of light. Look at these huge windows and these panels. Oh, I am so in love with this. And imagine that now it's just full of trash around. But just imagine these panels up in here, probably on the ceiling. Maybe some on this wall. I don't know. I still have to figure so many things out. But it looks so nice. A lot of work, so getting there slowly. And I'm liking the design with outdoors, to be honest. Like maybe I leave it like this. What do you think? Just gives a vintage touch.
In case it's not obvious, I'm a cable management nerd. Just look at the size of this cable tray I installed in this desk. With everything more or less in place, it was time to plug the last piece, my server. And what a beauty it is to see finally these panels hanging where they belong. Isn't it lovely? My priorities, as you can see, they are clear. First studio, then the rest. I don't mind. It was time to finish a little bit the bedroom because I needed a place where to put all my clothes. And so again, IKEA to the rescue. And a huge delivery came in. More yummy boxes for Ragnar, because why to feed your dog normal food when you can feed him cardboard? He actually learned to make little pieces of everything, so it's very easy for me then to throw away. He loves it.
A very good assistant.
One thing I never followed is the instructions of IKEA saying this is a two-man job. There is nothing that for me is a two-man job of what they do. That I can almost kill myself in the attempt. Yeah, a little bit, but somehow I get it done.
After many hours of work, finally, I still have to put the lights and the doors, which I have here on the other side. But let me enjoy this a little. Let's go to eat. You have to have dinner.
Anyways, I want to show you a trick that only guitar players can use. If you have methods for guitar, you know what you can use them? Not to learn guitar, just to hold the doors, to create the perfect height to mount your doors. That's why guitar methods are really there, ladies and gentlemen. Jokes aside, this time I added the lighting and I really like it. I think I will not have another cupboard without the lighting because I find it really convenient for using it. And remember in the first video, the house tour, this closet in the corridor? I really loved it and I actually wanted to keep these doors, but eventually we came up with a DIY option, a different variant, to match a little bit the style that we were creating, the vibe that we had in the house. I was forcefully convinced to create the sliding doors with some more panels that, of course, we already had. And in fact, if you compare the prices of buying new doors or doing those, it's a big save of money. One of the next big jobs was to actually install the real doors. It was not really in the initial plan to change them, but they were old, not very well framed, repainted quite a few times, and we thought about only changing the door itself, but every door was different size, the closure system were different, so it was so complicated, so weird everything, that finally we just said, okay, let's change the whole thing, including frames. And that was one big decision.
They're so nice. Because look, and it closes very nicely, look, so nice. And the lock from inside, look, the lock from inside here, nice, works really cool.
When you use a laser, you notice weird things. Solution? Don't use a laser in your house because you will notice things are not matching as they should. And this house was no exception. We were on our way to install the living room panels, there where we did not paint the walls, but because of the differences of the fact that the ceiling was sometimes higher and sometimes lower, we had to measure every panel and cut more or less following this deviation. Not fun. The corridor from the kitchen to the living room has this long and curved wall that it looks a little bit off if you actually look into detail. It would have needed replastering to look really good. So these panels was a great option to not only avoid replastering, painting, but also have a finish that I myself liked very much. Let me know in the comments what you guys think with the final panels finished with these LED strips like this falling down. We did walls, painting, floor, doors. It was time for the radiators. You know what you think, I need a longer radiator in the studio, and then you make that one and it looks so good, and then you see the other ones in the house that look extremely old and ugly, and you're like, okay, so you also changed all the other ones? Oh my god, there was so much in radiators. But they are design radiators, they look beautiful, and they are a great addition to the house. I initially ordered 5 radiators to replace them all, but the store smashed 2 in transportation. So instead I got some air conditioner, which was something I wanted to do anyways, and this one has the warming function And oh my god, that was a great choice. And when I'm in the studio now, I use much more this air conditioned warming function, and I get warm really fast, and it's much more energy efficient because we have lots of solar panels here. The pantry room, this room that I never thought I would have, I never thought I needed, and I love it so much right now. We made some wall-mounted, very sturdy shelves, so sturdy that I could sleep on them.
Look at the precision! Jeez!
First in line, I had to finish the skirting all in the upper floor. I had already bought it, but it had to be painted and set into place, sometimes cut a little bit. And of course, I cannot miss my supervisor. I didn't find a mask for dogs, so I had to keep him indoors while I spray paint some electrical sockets. The sunscreen also got fixed since it stopped working suddenly during all the renovations, no idea why. I installed some more smart thingies and continued my project to finish the bedroom. Another very entertaining work was to finish the holes around the frames of the doors, because we made them all even and before they were all different sizes, so I had to plaster and paint, and I think it came out really well. I'm surprised, but I like to do this kind of small detail type of work. I think I'm very patient. I think I have to as a musician. So it came out decently well, surprisingly well, really. Oh yeah, and the entrance of the house was so totally forgotten, so I had to repaint and close holes and make it all up. I also fixed the electric box at the entrance. I had to repaint, paint the hinges, sand it a little bit. I had to change the switches and fix the lamps of the entrance. So there were many details to do in the entrance, and I think it got a new life completely. Fresh, simple, I'm happy with it. And finally the studio, the reason I am here in this house, and I did the lights on the back. It was scary as hell to go up there to make all the connections, but it's done and beautiful. Also the shutters got fixed, so it was done all this wood box in the middle to put the switches and to make all the connections. Then also the frame around the window got fixed because the wall was looking very beaten up, so it kept me entertained for a long while. And then the normal part of moving, which is actually bothering to put new furniture. I just did this not long ago, and oh boy, I'm delighted that finally my house doesn't look like trash. It actually starts to be livable.
Alright, now it's time. Let me give you the before and after shots. I did not take the most amazing footage of before when I did the house tour, so bear with me, but I think you can get an idea more or less how it was looking. And please let me know which room transformation you like the most. Or of course, feel free to comment on all the nonsense I did, because I'm always happy to learn more here in the comment box, even though I cannot promise that I will put these skills back into practice anytime soon. To learn more here in the comments.